VoxWave now features a streaming radio media player on our website's front page, where local artists can get their music played 24/7. For more information on getting your music in rotation or to perform live at our studio, contact Reg Gaskins at 240-832-4455.
Android users, the VoxWave app is now available in the Google Play Store. Download the app today on your Android device to listen in and view programs.
Business owners looking for a place to advertise your business and promote your products and services? VoxWave is the right place. We have over 10,000 views a day and 70,000 listeners a month. For more information, contact Reg Gaskins at 240-832-4455.
The world's #1 streaming music station, VoxWave.com.
We have your favorite shows on VoxWave.com. Check out our lineup. The Kim Show, Mondays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. In the End We Win with Curtis, Mondays, 8:15 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. Cooking with Flavors with your host, Chef Flavors, Tuesdays, 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Slick Daddy Rick, Heartbeat Congo Hour, Tuesday, 8 to 10 p.m. Impact the World Radio TV Show with Cheryl Woods, Wednesday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. The Digital Digest with your host, Digital Ace, Wednesdays, 3 to 5 p.m. Live Set Wednesdays with your host, Frank Dent, Wednesdays, 8 to 9 p.m. The BGKH Show with your hosts, Dominion and Epic, Wednesdays, 9:15 to 10:15 p.m. You, Math, and Me with George Randall, Thursdays, 10 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Then, on Thursdays at 5:30 p.m., The Prayer, Praise, and Deliverance with Elder Thurman Gorman Jr., The 640 Evening Show, Thursdays, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The Peace in the Morning Show with your host, Darius A. Stanton, co-host, Delicate Daryl Barnes, and Queen Ayakidobi, Fridays, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. The Hall Street Journal with your host, Robert Hall, and co-host Clarence Sanders, Fridays, 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Frank, The Success Principles, Friday, 12 noon to 1 p.m. Chanel's 3 Cents, Friday, 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. The Daryl Allen Harrison II Crime Victims Foundation Show, hosted by Daryl Harrison II, every Friday from 3 to 4:30 p.m. The Rush Hour with DJ Drew and Janique, every Friday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Different Minds Show, hosted by DJ Bam 640 and DJ Andre Michael, and your co-host, MC Fran, every Friday, 9:15 p.m. to 11:15 p.m. The Healer Blues Show, with host Ron Jackson, every Saturday, 8 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Hour of Power, with your host, Reverend Winters Rogers, every Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. And again, The Prayer, Praise, and Deliverance with Elder Thurman Gorman Jr., Saturday, 11 p.m. to 12 p.m. And don't forget Four Sisters Live Talk, Saturday at 12:30 to 2:30 p.m. Turning dreams into reality talk show with your host, Tashika L. Green, every second Saturday, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Walk in Newness 24/7 with Missionary Antoinette, Saturdays, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. News, ULM, news and analysis, information, sports, and Black history. With your news anchor, Roderick Carter Willis, 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. Step your game up with the Youth Project, hosted by DJ Main and DJ Low Hefe, Saturday, 6:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. And don't miss The To Go Show with Kim Brown, Saturdays 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. I am Dr. Sharon Show, each Sunday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., featuring The Grind, Entrepreneur Network Spotlight, and Write the Book Now. The Riri Williams Show, Fashion and Style Hour, every first Sunday from 3 to 4 p.m. Real Talk 101, Sundays 6 to 8 p.m. And every third Sunday from 3 to 4 p.m., the Third Sunday Tea Talk Show with Dr. Akita Pearson. Gospel Live TV Show with host Gloria Mello, each Sunday from 8:15 p.m. to 9:15 p.m. Listen to all your favorite shows on VoxWave.com.
VoxWave.com.
VoxWave.com, streaming your favorite jazz, blues, and R&B 24/7.
I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Stop the things you do. What's up? I ain't lying. Yeah, I can't stand. Woo! No running around. I can't stand. No put me down. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Oh, yeah. Stop the things you do. What's up? I ain't lying. I love you. I love you. I love you anyhow. I don't care if you don't want me. I'm yours right now. I put a spell on you. Because you're mine, mine, mine. You're mine.
That's my favorite part of that song. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you are on the planet, thank God. I know you're saying, thank God. One more time. Thank God for the Keep It Moving show being on air. Thank you. Thanks, everybody, for logging on to VoxWave.net, the Keep It Moving show. Thank you, everybody, to Facebook Live. Yes, we are the best talk show on Facebook Live. Facebook Live's #1 talk show right here, the Keep It Moving show, and also right here on VoxWave.com. Thank you so much. You know what? Now, I want to say good morning to Ron, my engineer today. Good morning, Ron. Good morning. Now, Ron, you know, have you ever been so automatic that you just do something out of the ordinary? You're just so automatic? A little bit? Okay, I'll tell you why. I'm on my way to the studio this morning, and normally I jump in my car and I turn my music all the way up. I roll all of my windows down, and I just you know, party out or party on or whatever that is until I get to my destination, right? But I'm always going somewhere. This week, I had no days off, so I'm just kind of running on fumes, right? So I get on the road, and I get off of the exit, and I go to the other studio that we used to be at, Ron. I go to the other studio. So I pull up in the parking lot, and I'm like, something's not right. What's not right, Ron? I'm in the wrong place. Damn it. Oh my goodness. And I'm trying to get rid of all of this mucus in my body. I hate that this is happening. Where is Dr. Sabi when I need him? Rest in peace, Dr. Sabi. But anyway, I know what to do. Drink lots of water, and that's what I'm doing. So anyway, I am on automatic pilot this morning, so I want to say hello to everybody out there in WWW land. Thank you guys for putting up with this nonsense of a show. And me. Shout out to everybody on Facebook Live. I can't see who's saying what up to me yet, but you know I will. Also want to shout out to my man, Shaw Blizzy, who's normally sitting in the house with me today, giving us the dopest hip hop. But Shaw is out of the country. Like, all of a sudden, he needs to run around. Well, Shaw, get your run on. And shout out to wherever he is. I think he's in Jamaica. And shout out to Cancun, because Cancun is in the house today. So, yeah, Cancun, Mexico. I can't wait to get there whenever I can get there. Oh, my goodness. It's crazy. But anyway, the NBA is back in effect for me. Anyway, back in effect for me, because I take, now I'm going through different phases of sports, different phases of, different things, the NBA. So right now, the NBA means nothing to me until the playoffs start. And now that the playoffs are getting ready to start, they're shaping its way in and blah, blah, blah. I'm getting ready to watch in the NBA in full swing, okay? So you guys get ready to talk about some NBA, because we're going to talk about it a little bit on the Keep It Moving show today. And I also have something for you guys. I'm always talking about buying back the block, right? Buying back the block because, in our communities, we need to be responsible for our own communities. We'll talk about that a little later. But on the Keep It Moving show today, about 11:30-ish Eastern time, we're going to have somebody call in to talk about buying back the block. And it's an investment project called crowdfunding. Have you guys ever heard of crowdfunding? Crowdfunding investments. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about that, maybe something you want to look into. Either way, it's time for you to find out about different things in your community, stuff that have other sources, other streams of income, okay? So, that's what I do. I bring it to you like that. Anyway, Trump is always in the news. It was a fire at Trump Tower Saturday night, I believe, Sunday morning, a fire at Trump Tower. And on the 55th floor, a man apartment caught on fire, and he died due to smoke inhalation. He was found unconscious when they got into the room, and he died due to smoke inhalation. So who is this calling on my phone when I'm doing Facebook Live? Oh, it's the deacon. Shout out to the deacon in East Washington Heights Baptist Church in Washington, D.C. That's where I do a lot of my giving back in the community. So shout out to Deacon Burke. Anyway, it's the Keep It Moving show. I want to thank Ron for dealing with me and this music thing that I got going on. But you guys gonna see Ron is dope on the turntables. And we're about to make it happen. So I'm going over to the desk. I'm going to sit my butt down. I'm going to drink some water. I'm going to grab my tissue, and my nose is raw. Anyway, it's the Keep It Moving show. What up? What up? What up? Yay, Ron put some tissue on my desk. I love Ron. I put a spell on you. Hit it. Hit it.
See the money made me leave her. Know the hustle made me leave her. All the grind made me leave her. The waste of time made me leave her. And I still can't believe her. And she said she couldn't leave her. And I didn't want to flee her. I still want to be yours. I still wanna be yours. I still wanna be yours. Yeah. I still wanna be yours. I just wanna get my friend back. I don't like the way that it ended. She just wanted love where she landed. And I just wanted money and the women. Story of my life just beginning. Asking God forgive me for my sinning. Porsche with the V12 engine. Vroom, skirt, skirt, yeah, we winning. Oh, my mama, she told me that everything glitter ain't gold. I feel like the devil is always right after my soul. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, but I had to go. See, the money made me leave her. Know the hustle made me leave her. All the crime made me leave her. The wasted time made me leave her. And I still can't believe her. And she said she couldn't either. And I didn't wanna flee her. I still wanna be yours. Yeah. I still wanna be yours. I still wanna be yours. Yeah. I still wanna be yours. Thought it would've last forever. Now I'm shorty telling me never. Damn, I should've kept it all together. Wish I would've kept it all together. Wish I knew the fame was a setup. Wish I knew the diamond chains was for bad luck. Now I'm standing in the rain like an R&B singer. Oh, my mama, she told me that everything glitter ain't gold. I feel like the devil is always right after my soul. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, but I had to go. See, the money made me leave her. Know the hustle made me leave her. All the crime made me leave her. The wasted time made me leave her. And I still can't believe her. And she said she couldn't either. And I didn't wanna flee her. I still wanna be yours. Yeah. I still wanna be yours. I still wanna be yours. Yeah. I still wanna be yours.
Yeah. It's the Keep It Moving show. Hey, Ron, I got a question for you. Does my mic sound nice? My mic sound nice? Yeah, Ron know what the deal is. It's the Keep It Moving show. What up, WWW land? Thank you for logging on every Monday right here on VoxWave.com, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time, wherever you are on the planet. Make sure it is Eastern time, or you'll be saying, hey, KIM, I didn't get to see your show today, and I logged on, but blah, 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 blah. Hey, listen, if you don't get me Eastern time, you can always go on to VoxWave Power 37.3 and find the show archived on YouTube. That's VoxWave 37.3 on YouTube, and you'll find me there, too, so there's no excuse. Damn it, there's just no excuse. Anyway, I want to shout out to Star Imports. I think they may be helping me with my next vehicle. I think so. Because, the 5 Series, I love it so much, but I'm ready to upgrade you. I'm ready. Like, I'm ready. All right? So maybe I need a couple more sponsors before I upgrade. But either way, Star Imports, they got me. That's the home of the boutique shopping, and I love boutique style shopping. So shout out to Star Imports right here on Off Road. Shout out to everybody on Facebook Live. I love you guys. I love you guys. Y'all are funny. You know, Ron, we are Facebook's #1 talk show. Keep It Moving show. Yeah, so Facebook, thank you so much. Speaking of Facebook, hey, Mark Zuckerberg is getting ready to talk to Congress, and he's getting ready to do some other things. And today, everybody on Facebook, everybody that's on Facebook, it's 87 million of us, at least 50 million of us should receive a message on our timeline today, whether or not we were whether our privacy was invaded or not with, what's that company called? That company is called Cambridge Analytical. And Cambridge Analytical and Facebook got together and they got 50 million names and information from us, and they used it to help elect Trump. Yeah, and so we may have a class action suit. And as a matter of fact, there's already a class action suit going on about Facebook right now from a lady in Maryland. No, that's not me, guys. I know I said I was going to do it, but somebody beat me to it. Somebody beat me to it. So anyway, there's going to be there's definitely is going to be a class action suit held against Facebook. And today you will know whether you were one of the 50 million people that they use their private information to get Trump elected. And if so, you will be eligible for the lawsuit. I think we all should be eligible for the lawsuit because they just picked 50 million of us randomly, you know, so we all could have been potentially hacked. And we don't know yet. Because you don't have Facebook. You know what, Ron? Get a Facebook page. Because you're going to be wanting me to give you a few $1,000 once I get my couple $1 million. Now, anyway, today on the Keep It Moving show, we are going to talk to a former classmate of mine, but definitely an old friend of mine from Stamford, Connecticut. And we're going to talk about an investment called crowdfunding. Now, crowdfunding is a sort of an investment technique that you use, and you use investors to come in, and we all the person who is forming it has a project and he gets investors involved, and then he goes out there. But you already have to have certain things done, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, it's called crowdfunding. So at 11:30, which is in 10 more minutes, he's going to call in to the show, and I'm going to ask him a couple questions. And this may be something that you guys are interested in. I actually sound interested. However, I'm going to need him to break it down in like kindergarten terms for me. Although I have worked in the financial industry before, a couple of them, Prudential and stuff like that. I really am going to need him to break it down to me in layman terms so that us in WWW Land, Facebook Live, will know exactly what he's talking about. And we can make informed decisions on whether we would be interested in something like crowdfunding. I'm telling you what I read. I'm interested, and it didn't cost a lot. It doesn't seem to cost a lot. So at 11:30, he'll be calling in, and we'll be discussing it a little bit. Hey, Ron, what the hell is going on with the highways and stuff out here? I mean, they are terrible. I'm driving down the highway and I hit a pothole so big on the highway, not the little streets on the side. I mean the highway. There's potholes the size of footballs. There's potholes the size of trash cans. I don't get it. I don't understand. Where is our tax money going? Damn it. I want my money back. You know, speaking of where's the tax money going, that cute little Cardi B, you ever heard of Cardi B? Okay. You ever heard this song? You can't fuck with me if you wanted to. These is red bottoms. I make money moves. If I see you if I see you and I don't speak, that means I don't fuck with you. I'm a boss. You a worker. and tell me what you want to do. Yeah, that's Cardi B. Well, Cardi B, she's a cute little girl from the Bronx. She's not a little girl. Well, she's a grown woman. She's 25 years old. And she's so cute. And she used to be on one of those little shows, Love and Hip Hop. And she's cute. And her boyfriend is one of those guys from the new rap group called the Migos. And she was on Saturday Night Live. But anyway, back to what I was talking about with that. She came out with a video and she's like, listen, she's like, you know, I'm sort of a millionaire now. And I'm all through the Bronx and blah, blah, blah. And I'm wondering, where the hell is my tax money going? I don't see where the highways are being fixed. I don't see where the trash is being picked up. The Bronx is still as dirty as ever. Prince George's County is not dirty at all, but I can drive down the highway, not a regular street, but a highway, and hit potholes on the highway. Where's our money going? Chump, where's our money going? Chump, where's our money going? I don't know. But anyway, speaking of cute little Cardi B, hey guys, what do you guys think? Roland, hi. Hi, Roland. I love you, Roland. Hi, cousin. Yeah, so anyway, I love little Cardi B, right? And she was trying to get everybody, you know, guessing whether she's pregnant, whether she's not pregnant. And she was the guest singer on Saturday Night Live. Oh, the guest was the guy from Black Panther. You know, the guy that played Jackie Robinson, and the guy that played James Brown, and the guy that played Thurgood Marshall. He was also the Black Panther. And he was the guest host for Saturday Night Live, and Cardi B was the musical guest. And she came out and she showed her little belly because she is pregnant, and she kept it from everybody for like so long. But Cardi B is pregnant and she's too cute. I just like Cardi B, and I'm going to get her CD. It just came out like last week. Yeah, and she's like cussing up a storm. You're right, Ron. You can't be beautiful and cuss like that. So if you're cussing a lot, you're not really beautiful? Not for a woman. Not for a woman. Okay. Well, you know, Ron is really old school, and a lot of times we need to be back in old school values. So ladies, if you want to stay beautiful inside and out, stop the cursing, okay? Stop the cursing. So anyway, it's the Keep It Moving show. I want to shout out to Facebook Live. Let me see what you guys are saying before this phone call come in, and then we could talk some serious business. Okay, let me see. Oh, Chadwick Boseman, that's his name. Facebook Live is so informative. Like, they're really smart on Facebook Live. And Ron, Sheena from Georgia says, fuck that. Okay. Regina from VA says she cusses. Okay, Cardi B CD is already gold. Okay, let me see. Roland, look at my face. Hey, we need to adjust the lighting in here. My face is kind of crazy. Anyway, it's the Keep It Moving show. We do have a guest calling in about 2 minutes, and we're going to be talking about crowdfunding investment. So if you are interested, I need you to stay tuned because it's coming on in a couple minutes. When we come back, okay, I think we're going to play a song, and then and we'll do our thing. Hi, Leslie. How's everything in D-Town? I miss you. You know, Leslie, I miss your intellect. You know, Leslie, I actually miss watching your post on Facebook Live. So we're going to have to be friends. I thought we were already friends. Damn it. It's the Keep It Moving show. Ron, hit it. Yeah, Tony Braxton. Ow, I got to dance to this.
Can't believe that I'm home all alone. Doesn't stop me from wanting to see you. Why the hell won't you pick up the phone? Hello? Don't know which way is up anymore. No excuses and nothing to cling to. Oh, you're shaking me right to the core. Just wanna let you know I won't let this one go. You got me down, but I ain't out. Think you got me good, left me like some dead wood. I may be down, but I'll turn it round. Ooh. Yeah. All my friends there, I told you so. They ain't making me feel any better, but he's up in his own with the show. Got me aching inside of my skin. No excuses and nothing to cling to. You gon' pay for the state that I'm in.
I don't know the word.
Just wanna let you know I won't let this one go. You got me down, I ain't out. Think you got me good, left me like some dead wood. I may be down, but I'll turn it round. But you gon' see wise of me, and I won't break down easily. Hell no. Just wanna let you know I won't let this one go. You got me down, but I ain't out. You think you got me good, have me like some dead wood. I may be down, but I'll turn it round. Just wanna let you know I won't let this one go. Down, but I think you got me good, left me like some dead wood. I may be down, I'll turn it round.
Yeah, he'll call back. Yep. Good morning. It's the Keep It Moving show.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. Am I speaking with Rob?
Yes, you are. How are you doing this morning, Kim?
Good morning, Rob. How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, on the phone with us, and I know we just came in with us, but I'm going to give him a second. But what I would like to do before we get started with this conversation is welcome everybody back to the Keep It Moving show right here on VoxWave.com. I'm your host, the KIM. Yeah, KIM stands for Keep It Moving. That's the name of the show. But I'm Kim. So thank you guys for staying logged on. Facebook Live is always in the house. I also want to shout out Atlanta, Georgia. I want to shout out Sacramento, California. You guys stay true out there. Keep it going on. I want to also shout out to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Let me say that again. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I want to shout out to them guys as well. So stay up, you guys. We have your backs. And, we have your back. But today on the Keep It Moving show, and I put this up on my Facebook page, I wanted to know who or how many people know about crowdfunding investments. So on today's show and on the phone with us now, we have the great, and I say great because I know this guy from school. So we have the great Robert Brown on the phone with us today. He's going to talk to us a little bit about this sort of investing. And I have, a couple questions for him because I'm a little slow sometimes when it comes to investing. So first of all, VoxWave.com, WWW-Land, and Facebook, I want you guys to put it together for Rob Brown. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Rob, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Kim. I appreciate the opportunity to talk about this new approach. Well, I wouldn't say new approach, but I think interesting approach to financial security.
Yeah, you know it, Rob. I was checking out the information that you put out, and it was very interesting to me. And when we discussed it a little bit, at first, just looking at it, I did a little bit of research, and I know that. This isn't new. Like you said, it isn't new. It's been around for a little while. And actually, I see that almost anybody can belong to a crowdfunding investor. Can you please tell the audience exactly what crowdfunding investment is first?
Yeah, crowdfunding is an approach that I think it's an approach that I would say is a layman's approach to the investment market. It allows individuals like yourself, myself, to get together, put our money together, and have a common goal, and like major corporations.
Right. Okay. But now, in layman's terms, and I know you said it allows people like us to come together and put our money together. Like, can you give me a little example of how do you mean? Because in a way, I don't know, but does it sound a little like an investment group?
That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is. I mean, to water down the term investment group and to take away a lot of the difficulties and the complications of the investment world. It's like, let's say you and 10 of your friends sit down on your front porch, okay? And you're socializing with each other, and you're saying, hey, I really like to buy a car. And you guys say, okay, well, let's all chip in $100 and get a car for $1,000.
Okay.
Okay? Now, the car that's worth $1,000 only costs you each $100 a piece. But you guys might decide to sell that car for $2,000. Now you each made $100 profit.
Okay.
See? Now you sitting there alone with your $100 on your porch, wishing you had 1,000. You can have that 1,000 if you just gather together some like-minded people and all go in the same direction.
Right.
Just to give it. It's really a simple approach, and I think it's very safe, and it's very personable.
Now, Rob, you said something that kind of got me when I first read the report that you put out. You said it's a simple approach. Now, that's the first thing that I got when I read it. It was like, okay, this sounds like something very easy. And from working in the industry before, I never knew what was easy about investing. How is this so easy? How are you able to just say we can put our monies together and then all of a sudden have something that we're actually earning money off of?
Well, basically, what you're doing, you're not eliminating the financial institution from the table.
Okay.
Okay, because you're going to need a bank because the bank's going to they're going to be providing the interest and things of that nature, depending on if we go with a money market or what have you, with the company funds. But you're eliminating the seat at the table for the bank. So therefore, now it's like loaning your friend money. Okay.
Uh-huh.
If you loan me money, we don't have to go to a bank. Okay.
Right.
We can have a mutual contract with each other.
Right.
But and within that contract, you can say, well, hey, hey, Rob, okay, thanks for loaning me this $100. I'm going to give you $125 in return.
Right.
Okay. Now we have a personal interest, like an investment club. We're all in this together. We all know where the finances is going, how it's unrolled, how it's being monitored. So therefore, when your return comes, I would say it's pretty much automatic, like a person getting a paycheck from a job.
Okay.
You're a part of something that's whole. And especially when I'm talking about real estate. I'm not talking about soft commodities. My proposal aims at real estate.
Okay.
And public housing.
Real estate and public housing, huh?
Correct. Real estate and public housing. I think those two go hand in hand because you look at the market now for public housing. You're looking at years upon years of a waiting list. Okay, with this type of venture, you're investing while improving the quality of life for others.
Right.
So it's not just let's just get out here and have a suit and tie and suspenders and make a lot of money. It's a long-term approach.
Okay. So now you mentioned real estate and public housing. Now I understand how the real estate market goes up and down, blah blah blah. Now, but what does public housing and crowdfunding, how would that work? And I know that's sort of what your project is.
Well, what I intend to do is I intend to get a group of like-minded individuals. Okay. And then what we'll do is we'll invest in a senior citizens home. I have property that in land that in South Carolina that would suffice. That would accommodate the goal or the task. We'll get a contract. Hello?
I'm here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I lost you there. Yeah, we'll secure a contract with the local agencies in regards to public housing, Section 8.
Okay. So, so is this something that and now I know you say you already have this going on, and I want to talk to you a little bit about your project. I know you don't want to give it totally away, but I want to talk to you about that. But if this is something I wanted to do, say for instance, I wanted to, right now the big thing is the marijuana investments. If I wanted to get together crowdfunding for something like marijuana, would this be something I could do personally, or do we have to be in the securities industry as well?
Well, I would dare to venture to answer that question like this. Depending on how many people you're going to involve in that venture, and then pending their background history, you may not be able to have certain, the government you may not be able to get certain licenses, depending on what state you're in, and things of that nature.
Okay.
And then, but yes, to your question,
Okay.
You can crowdfund to do anything.
Okay.
Yeah, anything. It's an open market, and it's a really great way for individuals who are not blue chip investors to get involved, to be a part of the American dream and not the American scheme.
Now, I like that you say that, part of the American dream and not the American scheme. And with that, I'm going to say, on CNBC that there's a show called American Greed.
I've heard of it.
And on American Greed, they have people going on saying, hey, we're investors and blah, blah, blah. And they show scamming people out of money. Say, for instance, we don't go with you and someone else comes with this same type of protocol. How do we know what's a scam and what's not?
Well, I think that depending on the source that the individual used to reach you, like you have like four main crowdfunding sources. You have GoFundMe, which I believe last year in somewhere in the neighborhood of $5 billion.
Oh, wow.
You have Kickstarter, which I believe they did about $3 billion. Then I believe you have Indiegogo, which is about $1 billion, and then you have YouCaring. I think they did about $900 million.
Okay.
So you have it's like the Better Business Bureau. You have a list of different types of entities that's already in existence.
Okay.
That's shown that they've made money for self and others. So that aspect, as far as it being a scam, and when if you open a website on one of those four different entities, I believe that they do their own security scans and such, and then also too, I would advise people who are like myself, small time investors. You don't go out there and put your life savings on the line.
Right.
If you look at my proposal, I'm saying $2,000 within 2 years. The third year, you start getting a return between $300 to $500.
You said $300 to $500 after the third year on your on a return of $2,000. That CDs don't even bring that much.
Nowhere near it. No,
nowhere near. Right, you're right. Like what they may give you a return. You might see $20.
Oh, $20! I think $20 is actually reaching a bit. If you break it down, I'm not a financial wizard. I'm only a therapist. But here's the breakdown: a savings account. If you take $1,000 and put it in the three different financial markets I'm getting ready to mention, a savings account will give you 10 cents after a year. Okay, a CD will give you, I believe, if $1,000 will give you like $5.50. Okay, a money market that'll give you about I think about 4 cents.
Wow.
Not even a nickel. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, my math is not far off. I know 1 and 1 is 2.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So in a sense, this would be worth us now, and this would be worth us looking into.
It's definitely truly the most secure way to obtain long-term wealth.
It sounds like it, but it
really is.
Again, I'm coming back to where we were in the beginning. This sounds so right. It sounds so easy that I'm wondering what the fine line in this is, Rob, or what the catch is. Is there a catch? Where's the catch?
Well, I tell you, I don't want to get Freudian on you, okay? But the catch is ourselves.
Okay.
We say to ourselves, we are our own worst enemies. We will criticize ourselves and doubt our own abilities and rely on, instead of going out and learning how to build a fire, we'll rely on an electric company to make sure the heat stays on.
Okay. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And before we go and learn what our environment is, and where we live, and what's around us that we can eat, if there was a food shortage, we get mad if Giants or the grocery stores closed, or the grocery stores ran out of food.
Yeah.
We don't rely on ourselves.
Yeah.
And we had a conversation just the other day. Remember, Kim? I was saying, I applaud any group of individuals who go out and stand up for their rights. But I think that if 1 million people got together and put up $100, we could solve our problems in the Supreme Court in one swing of the hammer.
How about that? Because finances is, in a sense, what matters. Money talks.
It unfortunately is so true. It really is.
So can I ask you, what do we have to have in a sense to participate in crowdfunding? Do we have to have good credit? Do we have to have $500 down? What do we have to do to actually belong to a crowdfunding project?
What you have to do is have one word: commitment.
Okay, commitment. Commitment.
Because once you have commitment, and once we all get together, your everything becomes better. Our company, with the finances that we put together, our company, our credit score automatically becomes golden.
Right.
You're talking about in my proposal. I'm talking in the area of 1,000 people, $1,000, $1 million, $2 million within 2 years.
So, okay. So now let me ask you a question. Say, and I think this is on your format here. You have 1,000 of us, and is it okay that I say this?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
The proposal is written out there. I have it on my Facebook page and on our GoFundMe under public investment.
Okay, so under public investment, and also on GoFundMe, and on Rob Brown's Facebook page, and my Facebook page as well. It's all sort out. It's laid out there. So if you have 1,000 people, and we all put in $1,000 a year for 2 years, then when does the project break ground? Or is it after the money is there, or do you still wait for government funding after our monies are put in, or how does that work?
No, after the first year, after the first year benchmark is met at $1 million, that starts the groundbreaking.
Okay.
And that will actually get us, if not to full contention, 90% project met. Within the following year, the other investment year, that'll bring us at eye level and set us that'll set us in a position to secure government contract in regards to elder care, senior care.
Okay. So the government has to see something as well.
Yeah, right. Once we pass all government inspections, there's a slew of different things that comes along with it. You know what I mean, in regards to making sure that the accommodations are handy capable and user friendly to elders. Things of that nature, ramps and certain widths and door frames and bathrooms.
Right.
Once those things are met, then you apply for a contract for affordable care for senior citizens.
Okay, but they already have.
There's other steps to it, but I'm just giving you the short of the long.
Short version, right? Now let me ask you. So, say for instance, we put our $2,000 in over the 2 years, and say for instance, we don't want to wait anymore. We want to see a return, and we want our money back now after 2 years, 3 years. Am I able to pull my money out of it?
Well, after the the proposal states after the third year, that's when the third year is when you return. You'll start getting your return between $300 and $500.
Okay.
Now, if you choose to leave the project earlier than that, you'll get your principal back. minus your 10% service fee.
Okay.
But you'll get your instead of $2,000, you'll get your $1,980 back or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I said, it's the proposal is very transparent, and I believe that's the way of the world right now.
Yeah, transparency.
Truly, the new world order is transparency.
And
it
right
really
in
is.
your face. Right in your face. And without
Right in your face.
Well, yeah, without a lot of people even knowing. It's right in your face.
And like I mentioned in the proposal, as CEO and founder, I'm never going to extract a salary of $75,000. I mean, I'll be that. Everything about this entire investment, it has to be as simple and as easy as possible.
Right.
It really has to be. I want to be that's why I call it our way, as in, OUR, our way,
Okay.
not my way, Rob Brown's way,
Okay. So let me ask you one more thing. How and why did you come up with this project? Why did you decide to work with the little people as opposed to taking this, where I'm pretty sure you can get a $1 million investors?
Well, I think, like I said before, I've been in a lot of positions not like I said before. Throughout my life, my experience has always said to me, you have two hands. One hand is to feed yourself, and the other hand is to help others feed themselves. And just from us growing up, Kim, you know how it goes. You can't eat alone. The only thing you're going to do is create other people around you that's going to rob you. LOL.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're eating and I live beside you and you're not at least telling me how I can, tend my farm like you, I'm going to want what you have. I see that a lot. I see that out here a lot when I'm working in the field here. That's how a lot of people think. If they don't have, they have to eat somehow, and they might take yours.
And if you listen to a lot of the social, if you look at social media and a lot of the music, a lot of it's about pretty much, taking a shortcut.
Yeah. So what? This actually, Rob, this sounds like something everybody would be interested in, especially if it's as easy as it sounds. Can you tell us how we could see your project again, how we can find it, where we could contact you?
Yeah. I'm on GoFundMe under Public Investment.
Public Investment, okay.
Robert Brown, yep. And on my Facebook page, Robert Brown.
Okay.
And I believe you said you had mentioned you had streamlined it or you had forwarded onto your
Yes, I put it on
your
my
page as well.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a very and I'm not taking some corporate, Oakwood desk approach to this.
Okay. Yeah.
This really is a let me get to know you, you get to know me shoestring project. It's very, very low risk. And I think that, the bottom line is, what is a person if you're not here to make the world better?
Okay, you're right. Now, just to let everybody out there, Facebook Live, just to let you know, he's not an investor. He just put together this project for people that may want to invest. And if you look on my page, I'm going to actually put it on the Keep It Moving Show's Facebook page as well. But it's on my Kimberly Robinson Facebook page. It's also on Robert Brown, which is a friend of mine on Facebook. It's on his page as well. He also said Public Investment. It's on there, and GoFundMe as well. Rob, I enjoyed reading this because, one, it just sounded like it was too easy. The thing is, you know, you and I spoke about this the other day. A lot of times transparency is right in our faces and we don't see it because it's right there in our faces. So it's almost like it can't be what I'm looking at. But 9 times out of 10, it is these days. So when do you plan on starting? Is this coming out? Is this right now? Can we invest right now?
They can go on and invest right now. And to piggyback on what you said earlier in regards to it being so simple and it being so easy or too good to be true, I think you know, we as a society, we look at it like a relationship. You know, it's a trust factor. If you've been in a lot of bad relationships, or if you've been around a lot of friends that have bad relationships, you know, just like you look on TV, you see people losing money in the stock market and American greed, like you mentioned earlier. It's gonna give you that sense of fear. But I say this: if individuals decide to take a look at my proposal and they say, and they can see the transparency and the mathematics of what I'm talking about, within 5 years, we can do what private corporations has done with prisons, with public housing.
So can you
Last year alone,
explain that a little bit?
Excuse me?
Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
What I mean is this. Think about the model. I'm going to use the model that corporate America has already used on privatizing prisons.
Okay.
Okay? Last year alone, the United States government spent close to $17 billion on public housing, Section 8 housing. Okay? And somewhere, some other astronomical number on the prison system. I don't know that number because I'm not focused on that, you know.
Right.
The way I think of it is more homes equals less jails.
Yeah.
See? So if you think of it like that, within 5 years, if 1,000 like-minded people got together and took me up on my proposal, within 5 years, we can contract with the government to address public housing.
So what's your response to this, outside of me saying, hey, yeah, I want to do it? What's the response been like for this? Thus
far, I've had it up on GoFundMe. I've been at this for like the last 23/24 days.
Okay.
I hadn't had any response because I don't, like I said before, I'm not an advertiser.
Right.
I'm just a master level therapist with some land and an idea.
Right.
If anybody out there who can hear me, who can hear my voice, would like to inbox me and give me any type of advice, I'm all for it. Again, I have a benchmark. I'm an optimistic person.
Okay.
I'll do something with the land regardless. You know that.
Yes.
But
so the
my
land
goal
is
is
already
this first.
secure. The land is already secure is what you're saying. So you just have a idea on what to do with the land and come up with a project where you're not the only one that's profiting off of this investment. You're giving other people a chance. Okay.
Exactly. I would really like to have a social plan and a shoestring project that we, the people, did for ourselves. And, you know, just like building a barn, you know, everybody get together.
Yeah. I like that, Rob. And my engineer, Ron, is sitting here nodding his head as well. It actually sounds like what a lot of people would probably be interested in doing. It's just that we are so fearful. You know, we're fearful. We have a mistrust in each other. And when we talk about, and which is why I wanted to have you on the Buy Black the Block segment of the Keep It Moving show, because we are going to have to learn to put our trust in something. And sometimes what we see may be too good, may look like it's too good to be true, but it's just what it is. It's just what it is. What you see in front of you is what it is.
It is.
So, Rob, you are just Rob Brown or Robert Brown on Facebook?
Robert Brown.
Robert Brown on Facebook. Rob, I appreciate you so much. No, let me ask you a couple questions while I have you on the phone, Rob.
I'm here.
Now, you and I have been friends since Dolan Middle School, Stamford, Connecticut.
Yes.
Where the hell have you been, Rob?
Oh, wow. I've been basically learning.
Learning, okay.
Learning.
I like
learning
that.
what life is.
I like that.
Really, from high school to the military, while I was in the service, I was a part of an aviation unit.
All right.
Serving my time overseas and such.
Thank you so much.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad to be here.
Hell yeah.
Got out of that, went right into went to work into corrections. I was a prison guard, correction officer / counselor's aide.
Okay.
Yeah, I did that for several years, about 3-4 years. And then I was recruited into a Boys and Girls Club situation where that's when I started doing, outpatient and outpatient therapy or outreach work.
Right.
2007, went to school, got my master's, and started doing drug and alcohol and family and adolescent therapy, specializing in social anxieties.
Okay. All right. So you and I need to have you back on the show as it pertains to dealing with our youth and dealing with our communities.
Well, I think I could be of service. I've written several programs for the school district and the penal system, so I could probably toss a couple of ideas in.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good. I would love to. I'll tell you what. When you and I get back in touch with each other and talk about this social project you have going on, we'll also talk about how to do another social project and include a lot of the disadvantaged.
Consider it done. I'd love to be a part of that process.
I appreciate you, Rob, for calling in and giving us all this information. Hopefully, you'll get a great response out of this, and we can do some things and start up public housing and have us all earn a little bit of money so we can all live comfortable in this country. There's enough money out there.
I totally agree, and I hope so too. And one thing is for certain: Plan A don't go, Plan B, C, D, E, they're all in effect.
You know it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Rob Brown, an old friend of mine from Dolan Middle School, Stamford, Connecticut. Rob, love you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, Kim. Have a wonderful day.
You do the same. Thank you so much. It's the Keep It Moving show right here on VoxWave.com. We just ended our Buy Black the Block session of the Keep It Moving show with a friend of mine, Rob Brown. Everybody, please go to my Facebook page. Check out that investment piece on there. It's called crowdfunding. If you have any questions, Rob's on there. I'm on there. Let us know what's going on. I got to go to the bathroom and cough and blow my nose. When I come back, it's some music on. Hey, y'all. Hey. 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 Hey.
Together now. I need
coming back to the Keep It Moving show. Thank you to, that was the Buy Black the Block segment. You know, a lot of times, you know, I do a lot of silly stuff. I love it. I love silly. But, hey, what is, Facebook is crazy. Facebook is mad because I'm telling everybody that we should get a class action suit, you know, and they sue them for giving our money out to this analytical company that stole all our information, Cambridge Analytical, yeah. So, anyway, yes, I did. So anyway, next Monday is going to be the Keep It Moving show, second year number dos. Yeah. And I'm going to play new music. I'm going to play music that you haven't heard. Well, I guess that's new music that you haven't heard before. It's new music. Yeah. So I'm going to play new music. It's going to be on and popping. The Keep It Moving show, second year on air. And thanks to everybody for putting up with me for 2 years. Thank y'all. Anyway, I want to thank Rob Brown for calling into the studio, talking to us about overcrowding. It's an investment project that anybody can get. You don't have to be rich to invest in this project. You know, $1,000 a year for 2 years, and then, you know, blah, 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 blah. Go on my page. It's called something, crowdfunding with Rob Brown on my Facebook page, and you'll see it, and let me know what you think. Let Rob know what you think as well. Shout out also, I want to thank Miss Dewana Black for coming to the show last week. Dewana is the project coordinator for the African American Music Association. She was here last week talking about Marvin Gaye Day. And also shout out to Dr. N. Salim Hilton, the president of the African American Music Association as well. I had a good time on air with them. And you'll be seeing them doing a lot of things in the district. And people, if you didn't know, Marvin Gaye is from Washington, D.C. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know. I thought he was from Detroit until I moved here. But, you know, so shout out to Marvin Gaye, and shout out to Marvin Gaye Park down there and Marvin Gaye Community Center in Watts Park and blah, blah, blah. Shout out to that. Also, if you guys weren't aware, strokes are the leading, let me get this right. Did you know that strokes is the leading cause of death in the United States and the leading cause of adult disability? Well, if you didn't know, now you know. And my girl, Nikki Buckman, is celebrating her survival for beating stroke. She had 2 strokes. She survived 2 strokes, Nikki did. And she is celebrating the fact that she's a survivor, and she's walking along with a lot of people from the American Stroke Association down in D.C. coming up April 28th. And she's asking for a donation. So if anybody want to donate, please donate to American Stroke Association / no, that's wrong. supportstroke.org / comeback trail. That's Nikki's. supportstroke.org / comeback trail. And this is about, you know, helping yourselves and helping everybody else as well. Yes, thank you, Rob. And so I have a question, and this is basically on something kind of piggybacking on the Buy Black the Block segment that we had with Rob Brown. It's a quote that I put up on my Facebook page, and it said that if black people are so poor, then why is everybody coming into our neighborhoods putting in their businesses? 7-Elevens, the liquor stores, the Chinese stores, blah, blah, blah. Everybody comes into our neighborhood to get paid except for us. So we have to recognize that in order for us to come up, we have to help ourselves. So no more hip-hop chicken, everybody. You do know hip-hop chicken is not from anybody in hip-hop. And all the other places, the liquor store. I'm pretty sure we know somebody in our neighborhoods that sells alcohol, or somebody that needs a liquor license so we can open up our own stores. How about, like I said, Hip Hop Chicken? We don't need that. We got people in our neighborhoods that fix chicken way better than that, and we can go in bulk, go to Costco's or somewhere and buy a whole bunch of chicken and fries and stuff and let Auntie so-and-so do it. It's the Keep It Moving show, and I think that we need to be more like-minded as far as helping ourselves and our communities with investments. And actually, we can also have investments to bring supermarkets into our communities as well. So it's the Keep It Moving show. We're going to come right back. We're going to come right back. It's another musical interlude. Hit it!
This is it, what? Lucini pouring from the sky, let's get rich, what? The Jiki Vines and Sugar Dimes can't quit, what? Now pop the cork and sing the Vega and get lit, what? Introducing Phantom of the Dark, walk through my heaven with levitation from Christian defense and E7 showboating with Rugers, Flash Vines, Belafonte Jigger. Let's get forward this worth as we confiscate your figures.
Casanova Brown, levitating Jiki and Dashiki's the Lahada car 54, chasing diamond runners headed icebound. The big chiller diamond convention, Harlem Buck strut, freezing world heights, Hollywood, Madam Butterfly. Let me in your house, a pleasure. From the knuckle swatch, shadow boxes catching black eye blue.
I play the thief, what? Sensations at the Monte Glory screaming. Fulfilling pleasures in my castles, blow the smoke out. The Garza Vega substitutes when the Dutch is gone. The load don't stop, give me shouts, it's the season. Sauteas, souffleurs for swerving no corners. We magnets to moolah, living with Charlie's Angels on us. No smiling when sliding, that gets you caught up in the octa or dead for moving. It's just like that as we proceed.
Saturday night, better take it light. You Jaja, you're El Capitan. Quest to the coast, the Key Largo, wire the Chengen. Keep your ears out for Roy Ayers, sip the fountain blue. House of bamboo, paradise.
This is it, what? Lucini pouring from the sky, let's get rich, what? The Jiki Vines and Sugar Dimes can't quit, what? Now pop the cork and sing the Vega and get lit, what? This is it, what? This is it, what? Lucini pouring from the sky, let's get rich, what? The Jiki Vines and Sugar Dimes can't quit, what? Now pop the cork and sing the Vega and get lit, what?
Falling sparrows through the seas, a black Caesar, the convincer, silky days, satin nights, taking flight down the one, sweet sensation, Spanish flying with the lady Scarface, bottoms up, sunshine, love potion number 9.
And we heading from the Magic City, transcending sweeter on your aura, Fancini and London, relaxation in Bora Bora, got notion to bring it, sing it, never been my function. We merchandising, love it, leave it, but bless the war chief for his pricing, get it, got it, the low will forever be nice.
Yeah, the sunny fever, he be sipping on my red The Geechee gracious, he be sipping on my red We float the tri-state draped in the satin vines. This coolie hijack pack from the sugar shack. Then what we do after we sip the armor red we start the Harlem River quiver, dig it sweet daddy. Sharpen the crimson blade, high Sierra serenade. Anatomy for seduction, be this ebony
as we exit the place with grace. Drizzly armor rather than bursting of clouds. It pours, everything seems better on flats with love. We move, only in the mist. It's slow, it's life, and we can't get enough of this. This is it, what? Lucini pouring from the sky, let's get rich, what? The Jiki Vines and Sugar Dimes can't quit, what? Now pop the cork and sing the Vega and get lit, what? This is it, what? This is it, what? Lucini pouring from the sky, let's get rich, what? The Jiki Vines and Sugar Dimes can't quit, what? Now pop the cork and sing the Vega and get lit, what? This is it, what?
Give me a swing, I got mines, and that's the thing. Blase, who named Belvedere?
Don't give me your swing. I got mine, and that's the thing. Blase, who named
Hell, yes, I don't hate players. I'm from the Crown Rhyme Sayers. Whatever kids say is get down with no delay. I play my card shark style, kings and aces. Welcome to New York, the Ellis, the four places.
It's the Keep It Moving Show. Welcome back. Welcome back, WWW, and welcome back, Facebook Live. Shout out to everybody in Georgia. Shout out to everybody in California. Shout out to everybody in Texas, Florida, Washington, D.C. Shout out to Maryland. Shout out to Virginia, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey. What up, all y'all? What up to Detroit? Wow, yeah, Detroit's in the house a couple times. Yeah, what up to everybody out there? What up to Chicago? Hey, thanks, Chicago. I appreciate you. Hey, did you guys know that today the Bill Cosby trial has resumed? Bill Cosby is back on trial for sexual assault and sexual mischievous and all that stuff. Ain't nobody saying rape, but for the most part, this is rape. Okay, we need to stop sugarcoating these words. Sexual assault is rape. So anyway, yes, thank you, Mr. Rob. I appreciate you. Thank you to Rob Brown for coming to the Buy Black the Block segment. I appreciate him. Back to Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby's case has started today. It's in Norristown, Pennsylvania. That's where Bill lives, and the school, and the one lady that looked like Weird Harold on the Cosby Show. On Fat Albert and the Gang, Weird Harold. That's what one of the rape victims looked like. Weird Harold. She's just white. I mean, I'm not the only one that noticed that, I'm sure. And my whole thing was, what was Bill doing with these women? Because none of them look like Camille. I don't know. But he sure was offering out a lot of Quaaludes, and he even said that, you know, he was offering out Quaaludes. Him and the late Hugh Hefner was giving out Quaaludes like they were M&Ms. And one of Hugh Hefner's girlfriends even said that they called him the thigh spreader. You know, he used them for the young girls because, you know, the girls wasn't trying to have sex with Hugh Hefner. So he gave them some Quaaludes. They just opened right up. Poor girls. Self-esteem has got to be pathetic if you get with an old-ass man like Hugh Hefner. Is the money worth it? I don't know. But anyway, so what happened today? You know, they were supposed to come on and they were supposed to have opening statements today. But a juror waved the judge down and was like, hold up. There's this white boy in here talking about he knows that Cosby is guilty, so let's just find him guilty and get it over with so we could go home. That's this young white boy in his 20s. He's a juror in the Bill Cosby trial, and another juror just called him out because he already has preconceived ideas of whether Bill is guilty or not. And so they want to try to get him off of the jury right now. So already drama started with Bill Cosby. They are letting 5 people testify against him this time instead of just Weird Harold. Sorry, that's not her name. I don't know what her name is, but one of the victims, she's not going to be the only one testifying this time. So Janice Dickerson, I don't know if anybody remembers Janice Dickerson, but she used to be on America's Top Model with Tyra. She used to be a model back in the 80s, and she did a lot of drugs, you know, a lot of crack, a lot of cocaine, and a lot of Quaaludes and stuff like that. And she's saying that Bill Cosby raped her. So she's one of the ladies that they're going to allow to testify. And from what Wendy Williams said, and yes, I do watch Wendy. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, Wendy? How you doing? How you doing? Anyway, so yeah, Wendy said that back in the day, well now, Janice Dickerson is clean. I don't think she's doing any more drugs and stuff like that. And she's married to an older man and stuff like that, I guess, so she can be secure in her final years. I don't know if these are final years or what, but But anyway, she's going to be one of the people testifying against Bill Cosby. And Bill Cosby has like 50 people that's claiming that he raped them or attacked them in some sort of form sexually. So Bill is back on the block. Good luck to you if you didn't do it. If you did it, hope you transferred your money to your wife so they can't touch your money. I tried to put in my bid saying I was one of them, but they never called me back. Speaking of rape case, the president is still going through his stuff with the porn star. Now, the porn star didn't say he raped her, but it's other people saying that the president raped them. And then this other girl who didn't say it was a one-night stand like the porn star, the other girl said she had an affair with Donald Trump. And, oh, my God, this dude, if nothing else, he's a straight hoe. If nothing else, the president has really whored himself out. He's a whore. Somebody used to, yeah, and let's hope it doesn't become a snowball. And yes, but anyway, unfortunately for some people, they're going to have to go through this day in and day out until it gets taken care of. And Trump has a lot more things to be worried about, really, than rape, because if Special Attorney Mueller has it his way, he's probably going to go to prison. They're doing everything in that White House, having drinking games, putting bets on who's leaving next and all kinds of stuff. This is crazy. So, stay tuned for that soap opera. That is a good soap opera, though. I am tuned into this like every night to find out what stupid thing he's done now. This is crazy. But anyway, it's the Keep It Moving show. Thank you guys for staying logged on. I'm here every Monday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern time, wherever you are on the planet. So just log on, VoxWave.com, log on to Facebook Live, log on to Instagram, YouTube. My shows are archived there, all kinds of stuff. I also want to shout out to my girl, Nova Pearl. We just spoke about her. Nova is graduating from Georgetown University next month. Nova is also doing her own producing. She is also, I think she has trademarked Black Media Matters, and Black Media does matter because where else would you know what's happening in your community? Because you can't trust them. You know what? To be honest with you, I used to watch Roland Martin in the morning as I'm getting ready to go to work and stuff. And Roland doesn't come on anymore. And so there's nothing black for us to watch in the morning time. Sometimes I turn it on Fox DC because there's at least 3 or 4 black people on there. So I'm thinking if there's black people on there, I'd get some type of information on our communities. However, I love the fact that I'm on for 2 hours because I'm going to bring it to you black. I'm going to bring it to you black. How about that? So Black Media does matter, and if you need some of it is here. And don't forget my disclosure. I'm not going to research every damn thing for you. I'm just going to give you a little bit, enough to let you know where to go research it yourself. Just know that everything that on the Keep It Moving, that I say on the Keep It Moving, has been researched and is true. You just have to do the rest of the researching and stuff for yourself. How about that? So, the NBA playoffs is here. I started a whole bunch of trouble on my Facebook page the other day, and I said that LeBron James is better than Black Mike. I believe LeBron James is better than Black Mike. Now, although Michael Jordan has won 6 rings and LeBron only has 3, LeBron has been there 9 different times, right? Or 7 times. LeBron has been to the championship games 7 times. He only has 3 titles. That's okay. He is still young. You know LeBron has been in the league for 15 years? Good grief. We have watched him grow into a man. See, the thing is this. People came on my page and everybody has their thing on why they think LeBron is better, why they think Jordan is better. Some people even came in and said, some people even came in and said, LeBron, Mike, how about, cut it out, Deacon Burke. Some people said, LeBron, Mike, how about Bill Russell? Bill Russell won 11 championships in half the time. But who was he playing with? He was playing with Trump and them. Nah, I ain't gonna really say stuff like that. But for real though, who was he playing with? But he does have 11, which makes him the greatest. Yeah, if we're talking about, how many rings that you've won, then that makes Bill Russell the greatest. And then it puts Jordan tied with Magic Johnson, Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, which means Jordan ain't better than them. He's tied with them. If we're going on how many championships we've won. Now, I'm pretty sure that before it's over, LeBron will have many more records set than Michael Jordan. It's just what it is. Unfortunately, as time goes by, somebody ends up being better than the last great person. It's not a big deal. But shout out to LeBron. I also like LeBron because he stands up for our community. And Michael is starting to stand up for communities, but LeBron is not playing. LeBron has put at least 20 kids through college. He's helping people start their businesses. He's trying to make sure kids go to school for free. I mean, I love me some LeBron James. He's standing up to this white supremacy. Michael Jordan just wanted to make sure everybody was buying his sneaker. LeBron doesn't care who buys his sneaker. LeBron is putting people through school. That's why I like LeBron James. And the reason why I don't like Michael Jordan has nothing to do with his sneaker, has nothing to do with anything except for the fact that he always kicked the shit out of my team, the New York Knicks. That's why I don't like Jordan. And because he didn't stand up for the people getting killed because they wanted Jordan sneakers. I said it. It's the Keep It Moving show, and it's a Keep It Moving show. When we come back, we're going to play a little song. We come back, we're going to talk about the NBA. It's almost playoff time. 3 more days until the playoffs, and it's baseball time. I love baseball. I just go and chill and go up in the bleachers and grab my beer and some other adult party favors. Ron, hit it!
It's crazy you're making me comfortable. Right now you're beating out the competition, but I'm the type that need a little more clothes, rings. All of that mean nothing to me. I need more than what you're offering me. Yeah, all of that can go. It's you I want. It's deeper than material things. I need some relation, good conversation. Give me stimulation. What's your motivation? How you gon' add to me? Yeah, how you gon' add to me? How you get add to me? Show me what it is you feel for me. I'm just saying, can you handle me? How you gon' add to me? Yeah, how you gon' add to me? Yeah, so what you gon' do? Now you got it and it's all on you. It's all on you. Well, you ain't gotta go so fast. Just give stimulation? What's your motivation? How you gon' act to me? Yeah. How you gon' act to me? Yeah. Show me what it is you feel for me. I'm just saying, can you handle me? How you gon' act to me? Yeah. How you gon' act to me? Yeah. I can be good on my own. Can you act to me? But I don't wanna be alone. Can you act to me? But you gotta have it all together. Can you act to me? So we can be stronger together. Can you act to me? Tell me all your dreams and your goals. Can you act to me? Paying all my bills on my own. Can you handle me? Made a lot of money last year. Can you handle me? Plan to make more this year. Can you act to me? I've been in a spiritual place, so when it gets hard, don't break. Show me you're a winner. I don't need a quitter. How you gon' act to me? How you gon' act to me? How you gon' act to me? Good conversation. What's your motivation? I need to know. How you gon' act to me? Yeah. How you gon' act to me? Yeah. Show me what it is you feel for me. I'm just saying, can you handle me? How you gon' act to me? How you gon' act to me? Yeah. I need some relation, good conversation, give me stimulation. What's your motivation? How you gon' act to me? Yeah. How you gon' act to me? Yeah. Show me what it is you feel for me. I'm just saying, can you handle me? How you gon' act to me? How you gon' act to me? Yeah. How you gon' act to me? What can you add to me? What can you add to me? Show me you're a winner. Hey, I don't need a quitter. What can you add to me? What can you add to me? Ooh. Hey, yeah. How you gon' act? What can you add to me? How you gon' act? You
Yes, that was Let Us Say. It was called Add to Me, and that was Ron's jam. Ron was watching the video and everything. Shout out to our girl, Let Us See. Wow, I wish I could get her on the Keep It Moving show. Let Us Say. Anyway, shout out to Facebook Live. Thank you guys for always staying on my line. Shout out to everybody out there. Shout out to everybody out there in www land. We appreciate you every Monday right here on VoxWave.com. You can catch the archived shows on YouTube. VoxWave Power 37.3, something like that. I don't know, but if you go on YouTube, pull in VoxWave, it should come up. Like it's like too many letters for me to say. Anyway, it's the Keep It Moving show. Shout out to Facebook Live for always being on my line. Let's talk basketball. The playoffs are coming up in 3 days. The East is still the least, and the East is still weak. So I'm going for LeBron and them, of course, to come out of the East. Now, Toronto looks okay. I haven't really been following the NBA. I'm doing it during the playoffs. One, because, okay, now I'm tired of watching Trump and them. So I'm going to watch the playoffs. But I have two kids. Two of my kids is now in the NBA. I told you guys about that in the beginning. One's name is Jamel Artis. And Jamel is from Baltimore. He plays for the Orlando Magic. He just scored 25 for him the other night. And then my other babe is Quinn Cook. He plays for the champion Golden State Warriors. And he's actually sitting in for my cousin, Steph Curry. And so he's sitting in for him. And Quinn is doing a fabulous job for the Golden State Warriors, and I believe they just signed him to a multi-year, so he's not having to go back and, do a stint in the D-League and come back when somebody gets hurt. They signed him. So shout out to my little boo bear, Quinn Cook, and shout out to my other boo bear, Jamel Artis. And you know what? So I had different stages of the NBA for me. The first stage was when I was in awe of all the players, Dr. J, Magic Johnson, all of them. I was like really in awe of them. And then 2 when Michael Jordan and them came in, I was still in awe, but for the most part, you know, I was a star too. And then when Michael Jordan came in the league, not too long after that, my cousin Corey Alexander, PCA, 2 up, 2 down. Corey Alexander, that was my cousin. He played for San Antonio Spurs, and he also played for the Denver Nuggets, and he played for the Orlando Magic. So when my cousin played, we were actually no longer in awe of the players. We were hanging out with them. So we were, in a sense, stars ourselves because we were hanging out with them. Like, we didn't have to leave when the game was over. We stayed there. We waited. We were in the circle with all of them. So that was a great time. And now all of them had retired, and now their children are actually playing now. And so it's a little bit different because I'm not as excited for the games anymore, but I love the fact that now the younger kids are coming up and my friends' kids are now playing. So it's a whole different thing for me watching the NBA now, but I love it. And shout out to my Boo Bears that's playing. And good luck, Quinn. Good luck in the playoffs because Golden State is expected, either them or Houston is expected to go all the way. I'm a little disappointed because I thought the Oklahoma City Thunder would have done better. But, you know, they played Golden State probably in the first round. That's going to be a great series. I wonder if Carmelo and Paul George and Westbrook can overcome Golden State. It's going to be a tough one, but I'm looking forward to it. So, you know, that's the NBA. On the East, the Wiz Kids, the Wizards, they up in there. They going to do some things. No. I like John Wall.
I like him too, but
they ain't going to do nothing. Kyrie is out for the season again. You know, Kyrie Irving has never played a full season. He hasn't even played a full season in college. Well, he only went to college 1 year, and then he got hurt, and he didn't play anymore. Did you know Kyrie Irving is a great friend of mine's godson? The great friend of mine's name is Rod Strickland. He's one of my best friends, and yeah, he's Strick's godson. Yeah, now you can see Strick in his performance, right? Yeah. But except for, I think Kyrie now is a little better than Strick. But hey, what a mentor.
He won a championship.
Yeah, how about that? I wonder if he hooked Strick up. Strick doesn't need his hookup. Anyway, it's the Keep It Moving show, and you know what? Since I haven't been watching basketball and stuff like that, I have really. You know, I like a little ratchet TV every now and then. Not Love and Hip Hop or anything. Speaking of Love and Hip Hop, DMX went to jail. But, and Fabulous is getting ready to go to jail. Fabulous beat up his girlfriend, knocked her 2 front teeth out, blah, blah, blah. But apparently, Fabulous, you know, they're actually charging him with terroristic threats. Now, the people who actually did the terroristic acts aren't being charged with terrorism, but Fabulous is. Anyway, he damn sure should be charged with domestic violence because he beat that girl up. And no matter what reason he had to beat her up, he shouldn't have beat her up. He should have just left her. But he beat her up. And apparently what they're saying is that his girlfriend helped her father steal $300,000 from him. And she was told never to let the father back in the house and stuff again. And apparently she did, and Fabulous bust her teeth out and stuff like that. So anyway, stop the violence, guys. I mean, if you don't want to be with the woman, and women, if you don't want to be with the man, just leave. Keep your hands off of each other. Good grief. Speaking of hands off each other, the Real Housewives of Atlanta wrapped up their season. I just said I like watching ratchet TV sometime, and I'm talking about the Housewives of Atlanta. This year, nobody put the paws on each other, which was a good thing, but they're still arguing and blah, blah, blah. Kenya Moore is pregnant. She's finally married. That's nice. Portia is too cute, and she's on Dish Nation, and she might be with Ricky Smiley. That's cute. Kandi Burruss is still the boss. Ain't nobody bossier and bosser than Kandi Burruss. She is doing her damn thing. Shout out to Kandi. Their kid is too cute. Cynthia Bailey is the flyest chick on Housewives. I love me some Cynthia Bailey. She should do a show on her own, like gorgeous single women in their 50s. Oh, who else could be on that show? Me. You said they do too much what? Yeah, they do. I mean, it's a mess. Nene Leakes, arguer number one, is on the show. I think she just came back on the show because she's not getting work any. Remember, she was such a rich bitch all these other times. She got so many jobs, this. Well, it turned out she didn't really have any jobs at all. Real Housewives of Atlanta is her job. And if that's how she can keep her house, which is beautiful and all that stuff, then do your thing. Sheree has been fired. She's been fired. And so she's dating this guy in prison. And she's fixing her house up and everything. Like, she's got this big old mansion. Like, the basement is bigger than this block. She's got this big old thing. And she's building a man cave for her man when he gets out of prison. But he ain't coming out of prison until 2022. Oh, anything. You know what, girl? I'm going to talk to my bestie for a little bit. 50 and Fab, girl. 50 and Fab. Although I'm single, I'm not single, but I am single, but I'm not single. But I can still play that role, though. 50 and Fab, all the fine 50 Fab girls. Hi, bestie. Tell Shaquan I said mwah, mwah, mwah. Also, let me see. And now, my girls from around the Beltway, the Real Housewives of Potomac is back. And I love those girls. I hang out in Potomac, not a lot, but I go to the mall out there. And, you know, those girls are back. Hey, speaking of Potomac, one of the girls, her name is Desiree. She used to be married to the pastor Jamal Bryant. Her boyfriend is now Sherman Douglas. And for those of y'all that know the NBA, Sherman Douglas used to play for New Jersey Nets. Sherman Douglas used to play for a couple people. And he also played for the Syracuse Orangemen with Derek Coleman. He was also one of my clients. And so shout out to Sherman Douglas. I'm pretty sure he misses my massage. But don't worry. Be happy. I'll find you again, Sherm. I'll find you. Sherman. But it's the Keep It Moving show. We're going to go to one more song. I got to clear my throat. When we come back, we're just going to say bye. All that stuff. But it's the Keep It Moving show. Hit it, Ron. We're going to come back and we're going to say some last words. But other than that, I got to get up on the stage. I got to get on the stage.
I can love you with my eyes closed. I don't lose sight of your beauty, 'cause your heart is fine gold, baby. I'ma take my time with your mind. Your ambition won't leave me alone. Tell me about your dreams, tell me everything. Don't nobody care about your heart like I do. Girl, I'm down for you just the way that you're down for me. Body like a queen, but it ain't about your body, baby, it's about your being. I ain't rolling up, but I'm on a high. When you really think about it, ain't no wonder why. I'm so down for you. I'm so down for you, babe. So down. I see you from the inside. I'm so down for you. I'm so down for you, babe. So down. I see you. Never could forget you, 'cause you're so beautiful. Girl, I'm blind, make me love you. Yeah. You're so beautiful. Girl, I'm blind, make me love you. Yeah. Beauty in your soul. Girl, I'm blind, make me love you. Yeah. A blind man can love you just for who you are. Got 20/20 vision, and I still don't see your flaws. I said you make me feel good, and you ain't even touched me. My baby A1, I ain't gon' trade you in for nothing. And now I'm doing the most, making sure I keep your attention, baby. I'm true in the post, I'm in the pain with the baddest intentions. You're bad that I mentioned, baby, you bad. With my eyes open, there's no one better, there isn't. Never left and I'm glad that you didn't. Body like a queen, but it ain't about your body, baby, it's about your being. I ain't rolling up, but I'm on a high. When you really think about it, ain't no wonder why. I'm so down for you. I'm so down for you, babe. So down. I see you from the inside. I'm so down for you. I'm so down for you, babe. So down. I see you. Never could forget you, 'cause you're so beautiful. Girl, I'm blind, make me love you. Yeah. You're so beautiful. Girl, I'm blind, make me love you. Yeah. Beauty in your soul. Girl, I'm blind, make me love you. Oh, yeah.
The Keep It Moving show. That was my man, Omar somebody. It was called Blind Man. It's one of my favorite songs. And I want to shout out everybody out there in WWW land. The Keep It Moving show. It's time for me to get out of here, but I want to thank you guys for logging on. Don't forget, every Monday, just come back here. Peace out, guys. I love you.
You may have to sleep outside. spell on you. Because you're mine. Stop the things you do. What's up? I ain't lying. Yeah, I can't stand. Woo! No running.
You know what, Ron? I am so into this show that sometimes I just keep it moving without actually meaning to keep it moving. You know, thank you, everybody. I want to thank you guys for staying with the Keep It Moving show because, you know, it's not quite time for me to roll out. But guess what? Before I leave, I want everybody to think about something, right? We all can retrain ourselves and we all can change ourselves because the one thing constant in our lives is change, okay? The reason why I say this because speaking of changing, Snoop Dogg has the #1 gospel album out right now. That's Snoop Dogg has the #1 gospel album out right now. So big up Snoop Dogg. I mean, I haven't heard it, but I do know that he has many people on this CD. I'm wondering, have you heard it, Ron? Now, I wonder, I don't know, but I wonder if Snoop is actually rapping on there or singing on there.
Well, we got the gospel show. I'm sure they know.
Well, I wouldn't think he is, but if he is, hey, peace to Snoop. He's trying to do some different things in his life, although his nails are still long. That's gross. But anyway, shout out to Snoop Dogg and his new ventures. Did you know Snoop Dogg made $45 million last year investing in marijuana farms? Yeah. So shout out to Snoop Dogg. And also, you know, because you have to find, and I spoke about this on the Buy Black the Block segment, that multiple streams of income is how we're going to be able to live comfortable in this life. I mean, there's no place where we can now get a job and expect to have security from that job. Even right now with the things that Trump is doing, he's taking away a lot of pensions, a lot of people's pensions and stuff like that. So you have to have different multiple streams of income. Snoop Dogg, again, not like he really needed multiple streams of income, but this marijuana investment got him $45 million last year. I'm pretty sure that's on top of already the $80 million that he already has. I'm going to see if I can meet Snoop because I want to know if he could just give me like $500,000. Maybe. I don't know how to twerk or anything, so this will just be for GP. Or he can get a massage or something. But speaking of changing, you know, Lamar Odom is also in the marijuana investment industry as well. So Lamar is looking to make money in it like everybody else. And I was thinking that I've tried for a year to get the marijuana people to come on the Keep It Moving show. I did get a couple feedbacks. They just haven't made it here. But next week, if you guys don't remember, is my 2nd year anniversary of the Keep It Moving show. I'm going to try something special. You know, last year I had like some confetti and stuff. This time I'm going to have me a bottle of Mo. Oh, yes, I am. So you guys be ready. Hopefully you come back. Tune in with me next Monday, right here on VoxWave.com, right there on Facebook Live, right there on Instagram Live, and of course, archived on YouTube, soon to be YouTube Live. So you guys remember, the Keep It Moving show is always down for you. Hope you're down for me. If not, that's okay. I got my own back. But I will see you guys next Monday. I'm out of here. I love you guys. Breathe. Drink water. It's important.
spell on you.